Hey guys, Brien here, and week 5 of culinary school is officially behind me, which means I have successfully completed the first month of my culinary school journey. Very, very exciting. I'm actually on campus today at Super Bowl Sunday, which means the campus is basically dead. There's no classes, so I took this opportunity to come here and kind of knock out some homework for next week in order to get ahead and just try to get the most out of this experience. This is actually the sign for our on-campus restaurant called Gatehouse. This is a completely student-run restaurant for the 5th semesters, or those that are about to graduate their associates. Half of the class works in the back of the house doing all the cooking, half of the class works in the front of the house serving all the guests and being face-to-face with them, and then they kind of switch. So every single student will be able to experience every position the restaurant has to offer. So really, really cool. This week was a very intense week as far as the curriculum goes. More exams and tests than I've ever had to this point in my culinary school journey. But it was fun. Really rigorous, a lot of studying, but now that that's behind me, I know what to expect for future big weeks like that, and I know how to better kind of anticipate. In the kitchen this week, we are kind of working towards the end of soups. You know, soups are really a backbone of all culinary applications, if you will, because of the use of stock. This week we actually started to use roux, which is a starch that's a fat mixed with a starch, which is used as a thickening agent and can be a range of colors for different applications. Really, really cool. Complicated stuff as always, but I love it. I'm actually, you can probably hear the traffic behind me. I'm in front of Main Street here in St. Helena. It's a 2-lane highway, and it's Main Street. Across the street, you can probably tell it's a beautiful day here. This is the Charles Krug Vineyard. Charles Krug is a family winery that's been around for a long time. Not too long ago, it was actually purchased by the Robert Mondavi family and kept up. It's a really well-known winery in the area, and they're a really good friend of the school here. I've actually completed the majority of my schoolwork for next week this morning, so I might actually go over there and do a little wine sampling today. Another really cool thing that I ran into this week was the discussion of our externship, where we want to go, what kind of a restaurant do we want to work at, once we are finished with our program. And so I got to start to do the initial kind of research on where I want to work. And the names of restaurants such as the French Laundry or 11 Madison Park or Alinea, among the greatest restaurants not only in the country but the world, are actually on the list of potential suitors, which is just mind-boggling to me. I get chills just thinking about it. To think a year ago that I would be looking into potentially working at some of the greatest restaurants and for the best chefs in the world it's just a dream come true. This next coming week in the kitchen, we're gonna have some changes. We've been in teams thus far, and we've gotten used to, the idiosyncrasies of each culinary student on your team. So you can kind of help or ask for help in general. When in times of need, you know who to ask and who not to ask. And we're actually going to change groups this week, so it kind of stirs the pot a bit and throws out some new challenges. But that's what culinary school is all about. It's not about learning how to do things and getting comfortable. It's about learning how to do things and staying uncomfortable, because that's what it's like in the real world. You're not just going to stay in one position as a cook your entire career. You're going to move from one position to another, one restaurant to another, one chef to another, and that's going to continue happening. And so it's really important that us as culinary students learn that early, so we know how to better anticipate and work with a wide range of people. I'm still on top of the world as far as how happy I am to be here. The weather has been extremely cold the last month that I've been here. It's been officially a month. I've lived through it. I can't believe it. But it is so warm today. It's probably in the 80s at this point, which is what I'm used to from San Diego. So I'm really gonna enjoy this and actually start to wear shorts now. Again, thanks again for watching, everybody. I love putting out these videos and all of the support that I get. I hope you enjoy the Super Bowl and all of the food and bites associated with the big game. I'm gonna go drink some wine and try it, because that's why I chose Greystone instead of their home campus in Hyde Park, because I wanted to immerse myself in all things wine and food. So I'm gonna go enjoy my day. I hope you guys do too. As always, like, share, subscribe. Any feedback or comments you have are always appreciated. Thanks again for watching, guys. Thanks again for all the support, and I look forward to seeing you next week.